Hey everybody, welcome to a new video. My name's Marija, DV869, and before you leave, please consider subscribing, giving it a like, and leaving a comment below. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so that way you'll be notified when I upload a video, which is sporadically. So that way you'll get a notification when I upload. Okay, so let's get on with it. Today, taking a little bit of a different approach, and I just want to talk about some stuff that it's been in the news lately, and kind of like what's going on and how it's affecting us all. So let the show begin. So I'm going to talk about driving movies and movies in general, and just how the year's been going for not just me but for all of us, and how it's impacting different sectors, especially the movies, because that's where I have a great interest in writing and directing and acting and so on. So let's have a chat. Well, 2020 has been quite the year, hasn't it? For me personally, 2019 wasn't that great, and 2020 isn't looking that much better. But let's hope it gets better. It started off with the fires in Australia. I think most people saw it on the news or on social networking or whatever. You would have seen we got hit pretty hard, and I couldn't leave the house. The smoke was really thick, and before that we were having masks and stuff to just be able to breathe outside. So being isolated, staying at home and staying out of the smoke, and having masks and stuff like that, not kind of new to Australians in a way. Especially where we had thick smoke every day, and you had to shut all the windows, all the doors, and it was very hard to breathe even with all the doors and windows closed. Like, you could smell it. It was a toxic, horrible smell, and it affected everyone's breathing. And then comes the thing that shall not be named. So now everybody's sort of in quarantine and, doing our best, and movies, just like every other sector, has been hit pretty hard. And there's been a bit of a discussion about, how best to deal with all this, and how we deal with everything with this virus, and how to keep safe, but at the same time, how do people, continue on with their lives, and how do we keep things going, yet keeping everyone safe at the same time. And of course it goes without saying, support your local small businesses and your creators and things like that. But when it comes to movies in particular, it's an interesting topic, because the movies have kind of been going downwards for quite a while, and happened way before all of this. And I find it really interesting. So we had Easter come along, and by then pretty much the whole world is in lockdown, and we've had scheduled movies that were supposed to come out, and they were thinking, okay, how can we do this? And no matter the suggestion, I guess someone is going to get triggered. There's always someone that's upset about something, and no one's got the right answer without someone getting upset somewhere. But that's okay too. Now, it's not just movies, it's about the stars as well, celebrities. There's been a big change around like celebrity culture and how we view celebrities. It's quite strange. I've never been the type of person who, would scream or shout or whatever if I met someone who was a little famous, or even, kind of like really famous. But slowly in the last couple of years, that's kind of been dying down. Maybe it's because of social media, and we get more of a glimpse into their life and what they're kind of like. I don't know if it's a change in really seeing what they're all about, or whether it's more because we get to see more of what they're really like, that there's not so much of a celebrity worship, I suppose, going around. Maybe it's just different generation. I don't know exactly what, but there's definitely a decline in how we view celebrities and how they kind of view us. And I must admit that there's been a bit of disconnect, especially around comic books and fans and movies and fans. I mean, just look at Star Wars and the fandom and how fans have been treated. I mean, I can't really remember a time where fans have been treated really poorly, and they're the people who keep your business going. I can't imagine having a business and treating your customers, which fans are customers because they buy all the merchandise and keep you afloat, where you treat them like crap and expect that sales and things are going to improve, and not to mention that they get paid an astronomical amount of money and they treat the fans with disrespect. And it's not just disrespectful, it's kind of bullying and harassing. Now, bullying and harassment kind of gets thrown around a little bit blasé these days, but you know, it really is sad to see that they don't listen to the fans. I mean, the fans have been there for years, and whether you're a new fan or an OG fan of a comic or something like that, it's never fun to see them disrespect you or disregard your opinion. You love the character, you know the character, and you know what to expect. Being cast aside and being told that your opinion doesn't matter and you don't count when you've poured your heart and soul into collecting and buying and supporting everything they do, and them looking down on you isn't fun for a start, but it's also not smart. As a business, movies are a business, and with this going on, it's been a big change. Entertainment now can be in many ways. You can stay at home, be comfortable, eat, vape, do what you want to do, and have streaming right to the comfort of your home. So other than the fact of going out as a social activity is just going out, it's expensive, you know, it's kind of hard sometimes, and always not worth it. Yes, it's worth it in the sense that you get together with your friends and you go watch a movie and it's nostalgic and it's kind of cool and you have a really big screen. And I must admit, in the last couple of years they have been refurbishing most movie theatres, because I know just a couple of years ago there's no way I'd be able to go to a movie theatre, and I haven't been one in years, but that's a little bit of a different subject. Drive-in movies have been on the rise because I think it's a matter of like comfort, being in your own sort of space, yet being able to sort of consume entertainment, which these days you can do it in your own home, in the privacy of your own home. You can pause it, you can go pee, you can, you know, no one can tell you to not eat, you know, etc, etc. And it's one way to stay kind of social yet separated, which in this day and age, in this moment with this virus, in 2020, is kind of a smart and kind of cool thing, that we can still be together without really being all together, I suppose. There's a big fight going on between streaming and movies and theatres. I mean, you take out the theatre and it costs them a lot cheaper, direct to the customer. And I think that it shouldn't be like an all or nothing approach. I think they do have to get used to the fact that more and more these days people are consuming more content at home. So with me being sick, it's kind of, I've gotten used to consuming a lot of content at home. I think a lot of people have, whether it be YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, you know, Amazon, whatever it is. I think a lot of the younger generation as well have been quite used to consuming online content. And to be honest, it's probably the way of the future. And as I was saying, like, it's not an all or nothing approach. I think it's very smart of them to think about people at home in a situation where I am, where I love movies, I want to go see movies, but I can't go out to see movies because I'm bedridden and wheelchair bound and I can't sit. I can only lay in one fixed position. I want to see the latest movie, so I think there is a way that you could stream for a premium dollar amount maybe in the first 1 or 2 months perhaps, and maybe you can, you know, watch it for 24 hours and, you know, then you have to pay again, something like that. There's got to be a way where, you know, everybody can win, whether it be more drive-in movies, whether it be direct online, like how they did with Frozen 2 or whatever. I think a lot more people saw it, not necessarily because it was a better movie, like because everybody's home, maybe not even because everybody was bored. I think it did better simply because it was more convenient and cheaper, to tell the truth. Like, that's always gonna win. I mean, you cut out the middleman, which is the theatre, and if you don't have to go halves with them, and you get to keep all the profit, I mean, it's kind of smart. Not only is it smart, but it's convenient for people, and I think people prefer it. I think people prefer to have, you know, the comfort and privacy of their own home, and to be able to pause and, you know, maybe go to the toilet, or, you know, to sometimes smoke, or whatever it is. So I think they're kind of making a big mistake in fighting when it can be a win-win situation, and I think there is a lot of answers to the problems, and not one size fits all, we know that. So why do movies have to be the same? I don't think it has to be a one approach for everybody. And I think going forward we are going to see more you know, direct to home kind of downloadable or streamable services, and things coming straight from the theatre to be able to be streamed at home for maybe a premium. Not only is it more convenient for people, I think they're starting to realise that there's a big market for it. So let me know your thoughts, leave your comments down below, and what do you think? And what do you think about this whole celebrity culture, and how everything's sort of shifting and changing? Have you noticed it? Do you agree, disagree? Let me know why. And what would you prefer? Would you prefer going to the movies, or staying home, or a bit of both? No wrong answers, just curious. Thank you so much for being patient while I try and work this out. I'm trying to find an app that works, that I can use, and that's for free. But I really do appreciate you sticking by, and if you liked it, give it a like. If you disliked it, I guess give it a dislike. Leave me a comment below, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to rate, comment, like, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you soon for some more content. Let me know what you'd like to talk about. I'm still considering doing a video on DD, a more extended video. It would probably be about an hour and a half, like no joke. It is, for like a really in-depth one. It's complicated and kind of long, so it would take a while, but let me know if you'd like to see that. If you're interested in seeing more of the entertainment based, knowing my thoughts on what I think on the fandom and what they've done wrong, what they've done right, how they can improve, let me know. Leave that down below, and I'll definitely be interested in doing something like that, or talking about something else. If there's something you want me to cover, or there's a fandom you want me to cover, or whether it be Star Wars or Star Trek or anything else, leave it down below and let me know. Thank you so much for your support, and you can always support by subscribing. I'm really trying to, I was monetized before the whole rule change, so I'd really love to hit my goal of, I think it's 1,000 or 10,000, I can't remember. I think it's 10k, I'm not sure, or it might be 1k subscribers, and so I can reapply for monetization. So that's the way you can support for free, is subscribing. I definitely appreciate every subscription, and going forward I am looking forward to making more content, hopefully. Like I said, bear with me while I try and work this out, and while I try to concentrate. I know the kind of illness stuff is sometimes boring, but I do want to know people where I'm at, and let you know how you can support me, and yeah, please share the video if you like, or one of my other ones. It always helps. You can also support by donating or giving a one-time payment through PayPal. I will leave all the descriptions below in the description box. And yeah, so thank you very much again for being here, for being patient, for waiting it out with me. And I am really sorry. I'm going to try and work on getting better at this somehow. I can't really fix my brain at the moment, so you're going to have to bear with me just a little bit. But I really do appreciate you, and I appreciate all the support and the love and the kindness. And don't forget, you don't have to be rich to support, to show your love. Like I said, you can tip at PayPal, so it's www.paypal.me/DV869R. We'll leave all the links in below. And you can also do it at GoFundMe, which is just www.gofundme.com/DV869R. And all my socials are pretty much at DV869R. If you could go follow me, I'd really appreciate it. Links, as usual, will always be in the description. So if there's anything you want to know or find out, any contact details, it'll always be in the description below. Thanks again for your patience, and thank you again for viewing. I really appreciate you. Just know you can do anything that you set your mind to. I believe in you. Keep trying. I know it's hard, especially during this time where people aren't used to being isolated and away from loved ones. You're doing great. Keep up the great work, and hopefully I'll see you soon.